Welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reviewing the 2021 film Godzilla vs. Kong. So as you probably know if you've seen any of my other videos, what I usually do for newer films is I make a spoiler-free review, or I make a spoiler review and say, hey, this contains spoilers. However, today I decided to do a bit of both because most of what I have to say is spoiler-free, but there's like a couple things I want to tag on to the end that do contain spoilers. So what I'm going to be doing today is you'll notice that there's different chapters in this video. I'm starting with the intro, then the spoiler-free section, then the spoiler section, and then the rankings. The rankings will be spoiler-free, so if you haven't seen the film yet, just check and see which stuff has spoilers. I'll also have some warnings right before it happens, stuff like that. So anyways, with that out of the way, let's get into this. So overall, I was going into this movie with moderately high expectations, and when I say moderately high, I mean I was expecting to be entertained, but I was not expecting to be impressed. So I was expecting high entertainment value and low quality of film, and overall, I think that this was a pretty decent movie. The Godzilla vs. Kong stuff was definitely pretty epic. I thought it was really good, the battles they had. There isn't necessarily as many fights or as much monster on monster fight scenes in general as there is in, say, Godzilla King of the Monsters, but I think that the fight scenes that they did have worked really well. So basically what happened is Godzilla vs. Kong fight once in the middle, but besides that they leave most of the main confrontation between the two of them for the film's finale. So basically, the movie's an hour and 53 minutes. The first maybe hour and 15 or so is set up basically, and then the last half hour is where we get almost entirely monster on monster fight scenes. And I thought that worked really well because we didn't get overloaded with the fight scenes and it didn't get boring by the end, and just in general I thought that worked really well. As usual, outside of the action scenes, we don't see a whole lot of Godzilla. We do see a lot more of Kong, and again, I really like Kong. He's characterized really well. He has a relationship with the kid, as you've seen if you saw in the trailers. Her name is Gia, and I thought that the two of them worked really well. They're like the emotional center of the film, and I really liked their relationship. So while we're on the topic of Gia, I guess we can segue into talking about the human characters. This is something that most people have a lot of problems with in the previous MonsterVerse films. In this film, we basically have two sets of characters that we switch back and forth between. There's the one set that's kind of associated with Godzilla, and that's Madison, Josh, and Bernie. And then there's the other set of characters, which is associated with Kong, and that's Gia, as well as Nathan and Aline. So the first set of characters with Madison and all of her friends, whatever you want to call them, I didn't like those characters. Madison's character was probably part of my least favorite set of characters in Godzilla King of the Monsters, and I didn't like the role she played in this film. A lot of their scenes, it was just kind of them accidentally staying with the plot, and just I didn't really like it. It felt out of place and basically there to stretch the runtime. However, the characters associated with Kong, I've already talked about how I love Gia's relationship with Kong. Aline is also really good with Kong, and even Nathan has a pretty solid arc. So the three of those characters, they really worked well together, and we do follow them more than we follow the other characters, which is nice because I enjoyed these characters a lot more than the other characters. So yeah, that's it for the spoiler-free section right now. If you don't want to see the spoilers, then you can see on screen here, I'll put a timestamp for when the ratings go out. As well, you can just look in the description and stuff. Anyways, we'll move on to the spoiler stuff. So this first point here isn't really spoilers, it's just some cool shots that I found in the film that I really liked. I really like cinematography. So a couple shots that I noticed that I really liked is when Kong, he has his dislocated shoulder and he like pops it back into place. There's a really cool like pop zoom type thing there. I liked that. Something else I liked is when Godzilla is fighting Mechagodzilla and he's like on the ground and Mechagodzilla is about to go and like eat him or whatever. In Godzilla's eye, you see Mechagodzilla as like a reflection. Thought that was really cool as well. And then another shot that maybe I just missed it or something. It looked like in the boat scene, I might be wrong about this. I didn't actually replay to see if I did see this right. It looked like we started in the water and then the camera flipped up to them on the actual boat. And I love reflection shots, so if that actually is what happened, that's awesome. Again, I'm not entirely sure if that's what happened or if I just like blinked weird or missed something, I don't know. But if that is what happened, that's a super cool shot. I really liked that. And that's basically all for the cinematography. Now on to like the big spoilers. So like I said, Madison and all of her friends, I didn't like their role in the movie. Them just stumbling onto stuff with Apex, not my favorite part of the movie. And in the end, where they tried to give them something to do by stopping Mechagodzilla, did not like that. I thought it was stupid how like they just poured tequila or whatever the heck was in that guy's flask onto the computer and that just destroyed Mechagodzilla. Thought that was kind of lame. So how I would have liked to see Godzilla and Kong defeat Mechagodzilla is literally the exact same thing that happened, minus the human interference. So basically, Godzilla shoots Kong's axe, and then he chops off everything of Mechagodzilla. He just chops it off. I really don't think there was a need for Mechagodzilla to short circuit. Maybe just have Godzilla just like charge the axe and then just like punch him or something, just to get him distracted long enough for Kong to slice him. Instead, they chose to have the human characters. They just really wanted to make them do something, I guess, to make them less useless. However, I honestly feel like this movie would have been way better if they just cut all three of those characters completely. Like, it's basically just like a B plot to fill time, and the movie's an hour and 53 minutes. That probably would have cut out maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, which they didn't really need the time filler. Like, it's still a feature-length movie at that length, and if they really wanted it to be close to 2 hours, just add a little more about Godzilla without those characters. I just think in general those characters really bogged down the movie. It was by far my least favorite part of it. And in terms of Mechagodzilla, first of all, I don't know why they had to have him go against the humans, besides for like the sole reason that they wanted to get that lead scientist killed. There was other ways they easily could have done that, like maybe have him inside Mechagodzilla. I also didn't really get why they needed the Ghidorah skull. Like, couldn't they just have a pilot inside Mechagodzilla? I don't know. But yeah, I just felt like that aspect of Mechagodzilla was kind of convoluted, didn't really make sense. Also, I don't know if this would have really worked. Maybe it would have confused some people. I think it would have been cool if they just like, they hinted at Mechagodzilla and then didn't reveal him to the finale. Like, we're kind of unsure of why Godzilla is going and trying to defeat the humans, and we're like, what's up with Godzilla? We don't know that they have Mechagodzilla there and they're trying to challenge him. I think it would have been cool to just see Godzilla not really know what his intentions were, and then right at the end, boom, Mechagodzilla comes out. Again, that might have confused people. It might have been a little out of place, but I'm just trying to figure out ways to get rid of those characters because, like I said, I did not like those characters. But anyways, that's basically all I have to say here, so we'll move on to the ratings. In terms of entertainment, I think I got basically what I was expecting to get. Probably I was expecting a little more Godzilla vs. Kong fighting, so I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 because I did enjoy what we got. I would have liked a little more fighting, but yeah. In terms of quality of film, most of it was alright. I really don't like that one set of characters, so I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10 for quality of film, giving the film a total overall rating of 7 out of 10. In terms of its place in the MonsterVerse, I'm going to get a little more into that in my next video where I'm going to rank all 4, but in terms of a finale to that series, whatever you want to call it, I think that it did a pretty good job as a finale. However, they might, depending how much money this makes, they might try to go forward with it. I don't see any way they can go forward with it. They kind of tied up all the loose ends, I feel like, but I guess you never know with big companies and wanting to milk their franchises. But yeah, I would like to see this be the last one in the franchise, but if I had to guess, we'll probably see at least one more. But anyways, that's all I have to say, so hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new around here. If you want more updates on videos, check out my Instagram, _films. And make sure you stay posted. On Sunday, I believe, is when I'm going to post my Monsterverse rankings. So make sure you check out for that. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a good day.